doing?
What's up, good? How are you?
Good.
Good, good.
Not sure what Keanu's status is, but have you been told you're kind of like the guy this week and maybe playing a bigger role?
Yeah, well, I mean, especially throughout fall camp, like I've been rotating a lot with the ones, so they've been using me at edge, they've been using me at tackle, so it's just that now I have to take a bigger load now that I don't know specifically what the injury is, but I'm prepared for it. The guys are, AJ, Ciale, Bucky, they'll be ready for it. So,
how would you assess the job you guys have done up front so far this year?
I definitely think we can definitely step it up. This past game, the quarterback, he did a great job taking us out of the game by just throwing the ball over the top, getting out as quick as because he knew that we'd be a factor in the game, but just they had a great game plan against us, but we're definitely going to be working even harder this week for the next opponent.
You guys, how are you looking forward to going to Tiger Stadium's one of the most rowdy venues in college football? What are you looking forward to that? Or
No, for sure. Maybe it may seem intimidating, from the outside, but for us, I think this is like every kid's dream. That's why we come to UCLA. Like, we want to play at the big venues. We want to play at Penn State. We want to play in Michigan. And I think that's what really got us fired up about coming into the Big Ten, was to play in these big games, because we feel like this is a dream come true. So we want to live in the moment and maximize it.
I know that when you went to Hawaii, you went to the stadium a couple of nights before to kind of get a feel for it. Was that helpful, just to kind of acclimate yourself to the environment?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm from Hawaii, so it just felt like I was going back home. But it didn't matter if we came the same day. Obviously it's nice to come, a couple of days earlier. But it didn't matter. We can come the day before. But we really just, an opportunity to play football. That's all we wanted.
What's the most intimidating environment you've played at since you've been in UCLA?
Intimidating,
or just overwhelming? Something similar that.
I mean, a fun environment that I think that we played in was Oregon 2 years ago. Utah was nice. The Coliseum's always fire. But I think just any away game, it all feels the same to me. But it's definitely. We have to communicate louder as a team on the defense or offensive side, when we're in louder stadiums. So I think that's one thing for us, it's just being overly communicated on the field, and I think would be our biggest challenge, just to make sure we're all talking with each other on the same page on every play.
I think sometimes on the road you might play a little better. It's like y'all against the world kind of mentality.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it feels like that every game, especially when we're at home, we always feel like, we're out there to prove that, that we are what we know we are, And it's just every game is just proving that, whether it's home or away, and I think that's the thing I love so much about this team.
Coach said that he wanted you guys to kind of feel the hurt of after that game, and the way that felt for you. How did that process work for you, and how does that drive you going forward?
I mean, I definitely still feel the pain, from losing that game. It got a little emotional after the game, but I always say, I drive better off of pain. So that's just getting that message across the team. Is like, you don't want to get that feeling anymore. Is knowing that you could have done better, knowing that the results, wasn't what we put in, that wasn't what the result should have been. So, just knowing that pain, like just using that and just driving us for the rest of the year, not just through LSU.
You say it got a little emotional. Were some guys that were upset in the locker room, or what was going on there?
I think everyone was upset. It definitely was. It wasn't, a happy locker room. Like a lot of guys were sad, frustrated. But I think the good thing was that we came together as a team. Jay brought us together after the. After the game, after we're done talking to the coaches, and we just had all the leaders, just talk and put in their 2 cents about, what it is that we have to change, moving forward, and just to make sure that we never get that feeling again.
And what was said that was helpful?
He really just said, like, we just gotta play for each other more, and I think emphasizing on that feeling, that sick feeling you get from losing. We're all competitors on this team, and we just don't want to feel that way again, and just using that pain, just driving off of that, and moving forward. He's saying just like how Coach Foss says, just like bottle that emotion up and use it every day to drive you for the rest of the year.
First 2 games, obviously the first halves didn't go as according to plan, a little bit slower. What do you attribute that to, and how do you guys come out to a quicker first half coming up this Saturday?
Definitely just trusting each other, trusting the game plan. I feel like, when it comes to game day, like, I don't know what it is, but like, maybe it's from years past, I don't know, but it's just like that. I guess we just gotta, just trust each other. I think that's what it is. Trust the game plan and just go out there and have fun. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that these guys, they know how important, how big these, every game is. And I think that, they just don't, they don't want to mess it up for their teammates, don't want to mess it up for the coaching staff, because we know how much work we put in. And I think instead of like looking at it through that way, just that's why we have to, as players, got to do a better job of encouraging each other. That, that each game, we really dreamed of this stuff, as a kid, just like use that, like go out there, have fun, and just execute, man. Just don't, just play for each other. I think that's the biggest thing.
Going back to what you were saying about, bottling it up, what's the fine line between carrying that feeling, but also not letting it, let things linger?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely lean, because we all feel it, everyone in the building. So definitely leaning on the players. We always tell each other, like, just lean on each other when, when you feel like you're down. We obviously, I don't think anyone is, like, we all kind of moved on. We know we have someone else that's in the way this week. So we know that, but anytime it's like you get that feeling, it's using that for a positive way, And I think our team can do that, but it's just reminding each other, being positive, just uplifting each other. And I think, with this culture, that stuff will happen.
Last question here from Tracy.
Yeah, have you gotten the tape of LSU yet?
Of LSU? Yeah. So yeah, we did watch. I don't want to go into like the fine line of it, but we do know that their quarterback, they love to throw the ball. They do use a tight end a lot for the run game and for the pass. But yeah, and they do like number 2. So we're just making sure that we correct what today was, even in the meetings, correct what we did this past game, and just patch up everything, and like making sure that we're perfect in everything we do and moving forward, because we know that teams will look for stuff like that. So we'll be ready.
What corrections do you have to make for third downs?
For third downs, it's just getting home. I feel like, it doesn't matter if we're running with 3 guys, 4 guys. It's just getting home to the quarterback, affecting the quarterback, and so that it makes it easier for everyone else. That's what from my point of view.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.